Okay, making another video today. Um, Apart from earlier about the Stellar Blade game, um, I am actually doing a review on the customer service that I was provided by a company known as Audeze. This might be backwards, but it's Audeze, and it's a PlayStation headset. This one's specifically for PlayStation. There's an Xbox one that's Xbox and PC. There's like a switch on the dongle that, if you can see right here, this dongle for Xbox has a little switch on it. We could switch it from Xbox to PC. These headsets are amazing. They're completely amazing. Um, and the reason why I say that is because like I don't only look for a headset that's extremely loud, but I also look for a headset that has good bass, good highs, mids, just an all around fun headset to use not only for shooters like Call of Duty, but also like you know, for story driven campaign, single player games. These are completely amazing. They have 100 millimeter drivers, which is insane. Most typical drivers, like Turtle Beach, they use 40 millimeter drivers. So what that means is like there's smaller drivers that can output to a certain decibel, and they can only go. They also, I believe, they can only go so loud. The only other ones that I know is I think it's a company. I forgot their name. Um, I used to have the headset until they made an update that completely destroyed the volume. It basically lowered it. I loved the bass on it, and I loved how loud it was, but I really couldn't. I can't remember. The Still Series Pro. They were amazing. What's cool about the Still Series is not only because of the sound. They use 50 millimeter drivers. Um, they have a good decibel bass response. And the other amazing thing is they have hot swappable um, batteries. So you get two batteries. You can. So as soon as your battery is dying, you could just turn off the headset real quick, take out the battery, put the other battery in, put the battery in the space station. It's gonna charge, and then you can put the headset back on, keep playing. And those batteries lasted for 10 hours at least, from what I experienced. But that update came through, and I hated the fact that it updated, and there was no way to go back on to the current to previous firmware, and it just ruined the experience entirely. And I took them back, and I was just like, I can't use a headset that I don't fully appreciate. Um, so I was on the mission to find a headset that I can really get into. I used to be into Astros, the Gen 2s A50s were amazing. They had great bass. They were loud, but um, the battery life wasn't the greatest. Eventually, it just couldn't hold a good charge anymore. I still have them, but I don't use them. Um, the other cool thing was what else? I mean, the microphone. From what I've heard, people tell me that it was good. They can hear me clear. Oh yeah, and also because of I think it was because of the Toslink, the optical cord for the audio as well, Adobe, it allowed the headset to adjust, voice chat to game. So if your friend's getting a little too loud, you can kind of push it towards the game more than your friends. But yet again, not X them out completely. So that was a great feature. The newest Astros, I don't think they're available at retail. I think they're only on Logitech right now. I don't quote me on that, but they're called the A50X. So Logitech owns Astro. Not sure when they acquired that, but at the same time, they own them. They put their signature drivers in them, which is really cool. But I digress. The only cool thing about that new one is that it doesn't use a toss link anymore. It uses straight HDMI, so it goes straight into your PS5, and it goes into the dock, and it's wireless, and it has up to 24 hours of battery life, which is amazing. And they say it sounds pretty good. HDMI, you can't go wrong. It's higher bandwidth. Anyways, so back to Audeze. So yeah, they have a very good microphone on this. A very good microphone. It uses 2.4 gigahertz, a USB dongle. Has low latency wireless, so there's very little hiccups or disconnections. It has Bluetooth, so you can actually use both your game and Bluetooth at the same time, so you can take calls and play your game at the same time. This is not only compatible with PlayStation, but also compatible with Windows and Mac, which is really good. Um, but the huge selling point of this device or this headset is really their 100 millimeter drivers. These things are not normal drivers like you would with a coil, like a round speaker like you would find in normal headsets and boom boxes and car stereos. These are actual magnetic drivers, and these are what drives this headset uh, to insane levels of quality. Yeah, I mean, you're getting the best of the best in terms of how it sounds. That's in my opinion. Maybe other people don't favor it, but what's also great is that it has a great mobile app that you can download on your Android or iPhone. You connect it Bluetooth, so that way you can adjust the EQ. So it does have adjustable EQ, which is amazing. You can adjust the mic, feedback, so that way I believe you can hear yourself. That way you're not shouting your brains out. It also, you can connect it to a PC and then also adjust it there, because it also has a program that you can download from the website, and adjust the EQ and all sorts of things on there. Um, Recently, see, I've had this headset, I believe, for almost about a year, I think, I would say. And the dongle, unfortunately, may have been the corporate. We don't know yet. I just barely. I got in contact with their customer service, and their customer service was very responsive. I explained to them in detail about exactly what was happening. So what was happening was I would be playing a game like either Call of Duty or any other game, and I wasn't sitting, no more than maybe 5 feet from it, and the headset, and there was no other interference, no other 2.4 uh signals that would disturb it. So there would there was no way that could happen. That could be the problem. So what it was doing was, my headset was constantly telling me connected, and then of course the sound would go out and it would say connected. So that means it reestablished the connection. So at one point it lost connection. obviously. So it kept on doing that at random, key moments, and then eventually it started happening a little too often. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, I explained to them in detail about what exactly had happened. They understood and they were like, okay, well, let's go ahead and start with the dongle first and see if maybe that might be the problem. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. So it took a while, believe it or not. It took maybe about good 2.5 weeks before I even got the dongle. I guess it's in the ground. Um, but it was worth the wait. I had to repair. There's a little hole inside the dongle where you kind of you can use a paper clip or one of those little tools that you change your SIM card with your phone. You have to make sure your headset's on and in pairing mode, which there's a button called a multifunction button on the headset. You hold it for a little bit and it says pairing. And while that's in pairing mode, you push the paper clip inside, of course, while the dongle is in your PlayStation because it has to be powered. And you hold it a little bit, and then it'll start blinking faster, and then you'll hear the headset say connected. So obviously they both paired. So after had gone through that, I played a couple matches, not a lot, but just 3 or 4 matches on Call of Duty, and no signal loss. It sounded great, sounded loud, sounded like it was supposed to, and it maintained its connection. Now this is only one day. I don't know what it's gonna sound like a week later. Have a like one game that I did buy that I plan on really getting into. So hopefully I'll be able to test that out for long periods of time and see what happens. If it happens again, I may reach out to them and let them know. I don't think it was a dongle. I think it may have been the headset, and see where they go from there. Because these are not cheap. They're like about, I would say, $330 with tax. It might be like 40 or 50. So they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all, but you get your money's worth. So I would highly recommend these headsets if you do have the money for it and you want high quality audio. So I would definitely, go for it. It's great for video games, single player and multiplayer, as well as movies. I've heard movies on these things and they sound terrific. Um, but again, hopefully this, fingers crossed, it was just a dongle. And if it's just a dongle, then I'll continue to use them like I usually do. I'll give you guys an update on another video if it turns out to be the headset. I did write them back, letting them know that, hey, I paired the dongle with the headset, and everything seems to be going okay. It's only been one day. I did let them know that, but I'll let them know. I'll give them an update like a week later, in a couple of weeks, maybe. Um, I did offer them that if they wanted the old dongle back, so that way they can figure out, or maybe look at it to see what could have caused that issue or that problem. I take care of my devices. I don't drop them. I don't mishandle them. I don't have any kids, so I don't have any worry of or cats or anything like that get into my stuff. Um, so I place my products in areas where they won't be damaged. They have their own section. I keep them nice and dusted. I make sure that they're in well condition. So that's my update on my customer service with Audeze. Again, they responded very fast and they're very good. So if you're planning on getting this headset, I would definitely highly recommend it. If they don't sell it at Best Buy, get it online. They don't sell it online at Best Buy, get it at Audeze. You know, it's simple as that. And I believe they give you, um, I know they give you a warranty, and that's probably why they also help me. But I know probably in the manual it has at least maybe a 1 year warranty on it. So, you know, there's that. But again, it's definitely worth it. I mean, I like it, you know. But again, if you guys have any questions, just hit me in the comments, any kind of specifics, and I'll try to see if I can get those answered. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll keep trying to do more videos on reviews of products and see where we go. All right. Yeah, have a good day.